we are moving on to our next story. So now we're going to break things up a little bit, and we are going to get into our crazy story series. I told you guys last week we were starting a new series on here called Craziest Stories of the Week, and I have 2 more craziest stories of this week. And shout out to my comrade who's been sending me these wild and crazy stories. So the first one here I thought was pretty interesting. Imagine this. Imagine being at the airport, and then all of a sudden, a guy gets so angry because he doesn't like the seat that was given to him that he decides to punch one of the airport employees. Well, that's exactly what happened. It was a Maryland man who apparently decided to punch someone because he didn't like his seat. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
A local man banned from flying United after an attack on a gate agent is caught on camera. All this happening over a seat assignment. Fox 5's Bob Barner live at Dulles International Airport tonight with the story and the disturbing video. Bob.
Yeah, hey, Kenneth. Truth be told, I know the gate agent who was assaulted here last night. He's a friend, a dear person, loves working for United Airlines. It's a second career for him. The passenger who attacked him last night, well, he was arrested and placed on United Airlines no-fly list. Take a look at this. Now, this is the video that's blowing up social media and helping police make their case. It's a short clip. A United Airlines ticketed passenger wearing a backpack identified as Christopher Crittenden confronts a United Airlines gate agent, punching him in the face without warning, yelling, "This is BS," and "Who wants to take it first?" Crittenden was.
The craziest part is the "who wants to take it first." Like, I can't believe he actually said that. Who wants to take this who wants to take this first? Tucker, I said the same thing. Please don't let him be black. No. DJ says all people from Maryland are nuts. Am I nuts, DJ? I'm originally from Maryland. Am I nuts too, DJ? DJ's like, probably.
Was arrested and charged with assault and disorderly conduct. Airport police tell me he was also drunk. Sources say Crittenden was mad because his original flight had been canceled and he was assigned a middle seat on his new flight. Reaction from passengers here at Dulles today.
So he was upset because his seat assignment changed, and apparently he didn't want a middle seat. And look, I'm not a fan of a middle seat either, but will it make me punch someone in the face? No. I don't know how much he had to drink. Sometimes people drink at the airport before they fly. So I don't know how much he had there. Maybe he had one too many. I don't know. But he apparently did not want to sit in the middle seat. And it led to throwing bows. He was throwing bows on it.
Unacceptable. No reason for anyone to ever punch anyone, period. I don't care.
Oh. Yeah, he's on the no-fly list.
Oh, my gosh. Why did he do that?
He apparently was assigned to a middle seat, and his flight had been canceled previously.
Wow. That's unacceptable. That is really unacceptable.
He needs to go to jail.
He was arrested.
Yeah, he should have been.
Now, airport police say the accused, Christopher Stewart Crittenden, is 54 years old, from Frederick, Maryland, was released from custody, has a court date next month. According to his LinkedIn and Facebook profiles, Crittenden is a retired Montgomery County Fire Department captain. Efforts to reach him today have proven unsuccessful. In a statement to Fox 5, United Airlines would only say Crittenden has been banned from future travel on United. Now, the gate agent was apparently out cold for a full minute after he was punched. He went to the hospital last night, but was back at work today. I reached out to him to see if he would speak to us, but he said he could not because of airline policy. Guys?
A local man.
Crazy story, right, guys? But look, I want to show you something else. There's a little bit more detail here. And of course, I said to myself, like, why he just had to be from Frederick, right? Frederick's not too far from Baltimore. But yeah, this story made national news. Like, United Airlines passenger banned after knocking out the gate agent at DC airport, done with this BS. Like when I was growing up, there was this phrase, I don't hear people say it as much now, but there was this phrase called, what do you call it? Going postal. Like people would say like, oh my God, this person just went postal. I mean, like you went crazy or whatever. And it reminded me of that movie with Michael Douglas called Falling Down. If you have not seen that movie, I recommend that you see it. Not many people I know have seen that movie with Michael Douglas. But basically in that movie, Michael Douglas is one of those dudes who's having a bad day and he decides to go postal, like full out postal. That's a wild movie. And I feel like it's kind of slept on. A lot of people don't know about it. But that's what I thought about when I saw this. I was like, oh my God, what was this? He was just throwing bows. He came out like Ludacris. We drop bows on him. Drop bows. Drop bows on him. Drop bows. So more detail, it says Crittenden then hurled back his right arm before releasing a hefty blow. So the airline worker, he fell in front of all these passengers. It says that airport officials later transported the employee to a local hospital. So that employee had to go to the hospital. Like, this is wild. I do want to show you again his picture here. Like, not in the best day, I guess, but he now has that ban. So he can't travel on United Airlines again. I don't know. Maybe when he got home, maybe he woke up and realized like what he did or what happened. I don't know. But apparently he was just not having it. Also, some of the things that were said, United sucks. He shouted as he was ushered away from the area, according to the outlet. A fellow traveler claimed that he booked a spot on a third flight, but was already upset with his travel ordeal. I mean, it's just, you can't just go around sucker punching people, man. Like you can't do that. Not cool. The airport menace was also banned from all future flights with United. So, yeah, dude, not having the best day, went kind of postal all over a seat. And that's why I wonder, like, how much did he have to drink? Now, that's a crazy story. But there's also another one that's crazy and kind of scary. And this is a lesson about be careful who you date. Be careful who you date. It appears that a man who was now an ex broke into his ex-girlfriend's apartment, and you won't believe what he did. Yes, there are crazies out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen, and I sincerely hope this does not happen to any one of you, but I will say kudos to the young woman for having cameras, because otherwise it would have been hard to prove. Listen to this story.
Our top story tonight, shocking and disturbing video of some guy breaking into a woman's house in Mobile. And what he was allegedly doing is equally concerning.
Yeah, police say the man turned the gas stove on and left. Fox 10 News reporter Ariel Mallory spoke with a family member today.
All right, Ariel, first, was anyone hurt?
No, thankfully, Lenice and Cameron, the family was not home when this happened. But as you can imagine, they are pretty shaken up. Now, they feel this may have been an attempt of carbon monoxide poisoning. And that's why the victim's twin sister is speaking out, because she says she wants to see the man behind bars and won't stop until he is.
And now that the mom don't want you anymore, you go in a house and turn the gas on. That's not right to me. It's not.
This video is capturing what could have been a scary situation for one Mobile mother. A man seen breaking into the woman's home and cutting on several gas burners. You can even hear the clicking as he switches them on and walks away. After looking at camera footage, the homeowner says it was her ex-boyfriend.
The ex-boyfriend. Ladies, and guys too. There's some crazy women out there too. Listen, be careful with who you get in a relationship with. This dude was psycho. That's attempted murder. That's attempted murder. Is he insane? All because she broke up with you? Listen, I've heard some crazy breakup stories where people have done some kind of psycho shit, but this is above and beyond. You don't know who could have entered that apartment. Imagine if someone else entered that apartment. You never know. But thankfully, there were cameras, because otherwise, how would they have proven that it was him? That's insane.
Thankfully, no one was home that night. The victim's sister, Christy Gray, says it wasn't until Sunday morning when the family noticed a smell of gas.
When she went to her house to get my nephew's shoes, she ended up having to push her kids back because she seen immediately when she opened the door, she started seeing white clouds come out and she started smelling carbon monoxide. She checked the cameras that day. It was her ex.
According to Mobile police, the man broke into.
See, that's important to know because sometimes carbon monoxide can also be odorless. So that makes me wonder, how long was that gas going in that apartment?
To the house around 9 o'clock Saturday night. Officers along with Mobile Fire Rescue responded the next morning. Now, carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and poisonous gas produced by carbon-containing fuels, including natural gas and propane. Inhaling of carbon monoxide can be fatal, a thought that has kept these twin sisters up all night.
No one went to sleep last night. Mentally, she can't think. She's crushed. She's sitting in the same spot. I see I've kicked her door down before, and that was the first thing. So after that, that's what made her get the cameras.
Gray says if it wasn't for this camera, they may not have seen who did this. In the video, You can see the man wiping everything down with a towel before he leaves.
Now, I also just got off the phone with someone from the district attorney's office. They say they have approved charges for domestic violence second and burglary third degree. Now, in connection to the carbon monoxide allegation, I'm told the charges could change. They are waiting on more information following an arson investigation. Right now, live in the Breaking News Center, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
Our top.
I'm not going to lie. When I saw this story, the first thing I said to myself is, I should probably start setting up some cameras in here. And I don't mean the one that's used to do these live streams. Like, some of you may start to get that same kind of feeling like, oh, hell, maybe I need to start putting up some cameras around my place. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I felt that kind of way. But that is so scary. And kudos to her for having those cameras in place. Because like I said, otherwise they wouldn't have been able to prove who did that. And there's no telling, like, he could have came back again. And imagine if, another thing I was thinking about, what if his intention was not necessarily to try to kill them with carbon monoxide, but what if his intention was try to make the apartment explode? Also, gas can seep through. So they're living in an apartment, but those fumes can also seep out of that apartment into the hallway. I'm just thinking about this. Like, this is really insane and it's scary. And you just never know. Please, I guess, be careful, like, who you date. I don't know. Like, people are crazy, like, just straight up crazy. But that is attempted murder, in my opinion. And they got him on camera. Craziest stories this week, ladies and gentlemen. It has been wild. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.